Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crash Talk. I'm your host, Killer Cam, aka the incorrigible one now. And with me always is the not incorrigible,
Yeah.
the handsome, the talented, the always funny and charming, Jariz Rectus.
Yay!
It's also a total banger.
That makes me think of like a Greek Jariz erectus, like a
Oh no, it's a dinosaur.
like a
for
Greek
sure.
thing, yeah, or a dinosaur, yeah.
I definitely gotta wipe this because it looks like shit.
Yeah, what is that? Look, oh, there you go. Yeah, that did fix it. Holy crap. Yeah. That's funny. That's what it was.
Yes, it is what it was. So,
Welcome to the show.
welcome to the show, ladies and gents. So happy to have you. So today's Crash Talk. So I was thinking,
Yes.
first and foremost,
Okay.
my friend was telling me that she saw Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh.
at the hotel she works at,
Oh, cool.
right? And I'm like, oh, Cuba. How's good old Cubes?
I forgot he existed. He was in that OJ thing. What Netflix?
No,
I think it's
maybe.
Netflix.
Yeah, the true crime.
Yeah, that was so good,
Yeah.
dude. That was like the best depiction of that, and
I just like
eventually they were gonna make a good show.
David
out of that.
Schwimmer was in it. David Schwimmer's my man.
Yeah, his like surprise the whole way through,
Because he
how
played
felt.
what's his Kardashian, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was great. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Great casting. But
yeah. We had a good little segment about OJ recently in one of our episodes.
yeah,
If you haven't seen it, please check it out.
are you collecting water? What are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, I got one half and then one full in case I run out.
Okay.
So I guess.
So I was talking to my friend who saw Cuba the Gooding Jr. and she's like, "Oh, he looks terrible." I'm like, he looks
Oh,
terrible. What? Yeah. I'm like, why?
Oh, that
She's like, well,
sucks.
he's going through that sexual harassment case. I'm like, what sexual harassment case?
Yeah, I didn't know about this. That's
Yeah.
sad.
So Cuba Gooding Jr. is
What could he have done?
sexually harassed some
Well,
chick,
like
dude.
he's not married, so it must be some random, or he is married and it's the wife saying it, or because that happens now.
Of course it happens. You're saying he's not married based on a guess?
No, I'm asking. Those are questions.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, I stopped.
Getting this weird sound with my S's today. Hello, son of a gun.
Oh, I don't hear it. You just
Okay,
sounded
good. Maybe it's
sane.
just in my headphones. It's weird. Whatever. Turn the bass up in my headphones
Yeah.
for
So
a minute. Yeah.
so poor Cuba.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess apparently he's being sued for freaking sexual harassment.
Well, if he did it, eventually all these guys are getting caught. So if they're doing it, they're getting in trouble. Better than the alternative where nobody says anything, but also dangerous for people that get in these situations and then it never goes away and then they're proven innocent. It's just it's a tough situation.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. But who knows? Something similar that I heard, unfortunately, because I'm such a fan, is Kang Dynasty might be coming to an end because of a similar situation.
What do you mean? King Dynasty.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang, recently he was arrested in Manhattan for harassment.
For
And,
sexual?
Well, it's just harassment that I know of, and it's his girlfriend was sent to the hospital, so it's more of a physical
Domestic
type of
violence
harassment.
stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. And it's Disney.
When
so
was this?
This was like a few weeks ago.
Oh, Disney's not going to be cool with that.
Yeah, and now so that it
They
puts
need a
the
squeaky
whole,
clean image.
Yeah, it puts
So
the whole
wait.
dynasty in jeopardy, basically.
They said they're going to change Kang Dynasty? Or they're not
Well,
going to do Avengers 5?
There's a couple things here, a couple rumors. First is that the writer, before the writer's strike, dipped. So the writer they had for Kang Dynasty is gone. This is an unsubstantiated rumor,
Okay.
but it's out there, and it's a heavy rumor, like meaning it's probably true.
They should have Michael Waldron or whatever, the guy who did the Loki series and
But they're all on
Multiverse
strike,
of
right?
Madness.
All these guys now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't do that either.
Oops.
So the guy
Yeah.
that was supposed to be their writer is gone, and then Jonathan Majors may be replaced, is what I'm hearing.
Oh my god!
And if they replace him, that means Kang Dynasty can't be the Kang Dynasty.
no,
in
they're
the
gonna have to
Avengers
change the
5
title, and
film.
they're gonna have to change. So actually, it sort of works out considering the like Quantumania spoilers. That Kang died at the end, even though there's a bunch of alternative Kangs. The Kang, as we knew him in the movie, died.
Just the one from that one movie. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they could be like, "Oh, cool, there's a bunch off in the universe, but fuck them, right?" And then they could just sort of pivot.
Well, they were hanging their whole hat on this guy, right? That was the whole point, was that they were going to have to face an entire army of him. The end credit scene is an entire army of him
I
getting
don't like
ready
that
to
idea.
attack.
I didn't even like that idea.
But that's what it was. And that's why the Kang Dynasty ended up being the 5th Avengers film. It's going to be them versus all of him.
That's the stupidest
time.
thing. So I'm glad they're pivoting.
So
frankly.
we don't know that they are. But if they do, what would they do now?
Two
the ending of
things.
Ant-Man was him saying, well, thank God we don't have to deal with him ever again. Or do we? That kind of thing.
Sure.
Yeah, so they set it up huge. And then they even ended it with Kang will return. So that was the plan.
Okay, and then have him not return. So check it out.
Well, he's
Two
Loki
things.
2's villain, so you have to have that, and that show's done.
But that's wrapped, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we're still getting him. We're gonna get a whole season
Okay.
of him still as a villain.
So that works out. They could even tweak Loki a little bit
okay,
to be like, oh, and by the way, he's dead. He died over in the. What was that terrible noise? Was that your water bottle?
No, yours.
Oh, a water bottle. No, yours.
Yeah, yours. Deal with it, bro. It's your shit. Don't tell me. My 6 bottles.
Yeah. So, two things. One, domestic violence, right?
Okay.
That's what he was charged with.
I don't know. So what I've heard.
He hit his chick.
No, we don't know that. So she ended
That's
up in
the
the
rumor.
hospital. No. She went to the hospital.
That's what he said. I thought.
No. What I just said is that he was charged with harassment. So it wasn't assault and battery. It was assault and harassment. Assault can be verbal. So there was nothing in the story I heard. There was nothing that was physical that was confirmed. Yes, maybe that's what happened, and they did say she went to the hospital. But you can go to the hospital for a million different reasons. And if there's a lawsuit pending here, maybe that's why. Or if you never know the motive behind the hospital visit. It could be legitimate. It could be for sexual reasons. It could be for
Strangulation,
physical
assault, and
reasons.
harassment, bro. He beat up his chick.
So strangulation. Okay.
He beat his
so
chick
that's
up.
physical.
He's a fucking monster.
Well, again, he comes forward
Domestic
and says,
dispute with his girlfriend. He fucking beat up his chick.
No. Allegedly, you got to say that because he says that he'll be exonerated, that none of this actually happened. And again, when famous people get attacked in this way, sometimes they are innocent. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying what he did is okay. It would make him a monster.
Yeah.
But it's alleged. It's not proven. We don't know. And he says no.
Google's dangerous then because this says
Yeah.
arrested, I guess, innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
but
That's what I'm trying to
It
get
doesn't
at.
say alleged or anything.
And his statement
And that
was,
language- that
I'll be
language
cleared.
matters.
He feels that he'll be cleared.
Well, yeah, they all got to say that, right?
Well, no. Some guys, it is what it is. They're just like,
I don't
yeah,
know. I
it's
don't
on
remember
video. I
one
can't.
star was like, except maybe John Jones. Was
It's
like,
anyone
yeah,
who ever
fuck
pleaded
it.
guilty or had a videotape of it happening or witnesses seeing it. It's
Yeah,
only the
just John
guys where
Jones,
it's
I remember.
hidden, where it's in the shadows when it happens, and they want to fight it. Those guys
Chase
say
Mack, what's up, my boy?
they're innocent. Hey,
D
Chase.
Livewire, what's up, my other boy? Hey, boys, what's
Thank
up,
gosh
brother?
we don't have to deal with him anymore. Oh wow, that's so weird. Kang was such a great villain. I'm surprised that. I'm surprised to hear that actually, Chase. I thought he was so what an actor.
No,
too.
Ant-Man.
Oh my gosh.
Chase said, no, Ant-Man, you don't have to deal with him anymore. Fortunately for you and the Avengers, he beat up his wife.
If that's what he did, yeah, get rid
So
of the
well, that's
guy.
what it says. So if he did do that, check it out.
Yeah,
Two
allegedly.
things. Two things. If he did, I said if he did.
Right,
I'm
right.
using the correct language
You
here.
are.
If these alleged allegations are true,
Okay.
then two things. One, this proves my theory that. So I was talking to you a little bit about this earlier. So if
In
you
another
gain,
episode?
no, in life.
Oh.
If you gain like 2 pounds of muscle, or I'm sorry, like a pound of muscle every like 2 months.
Yeah.
If you gain a pound of pure muscle like every
Yeah.
2 months working out, you're doing it right. You're killing it.
Okay. That feels right, yeah.
Yeah. So a pound of pure muscle.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
in every like 2 months.
Right.
That's dude, you're smashing,
Yeah.
you're killing the freaking game.
Yeah.
So for these guys to gain like 30 pounds of muscle in 2 months, 3 months,
Right.
that's you have help.
Right.
So this goes to my theory. He had help when he for Creed 3 and all this.
Oh,
when
you
got
think he juiced
bulky
for?
bulk.
We did talk about this on the
100%.
show when we talked about The Rock. This is what, yeah.
Did I mention Majors though?
You didn't mention him,
I'll
but you
mention
mentioned
the
the concept,
muscle thing?
yeah, of gaining muscle and recovering faster and
Yes.
getting gains that you would never be able to get
No.
otherwise. Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about this for sure on the show
Yeah,
about the
with
Rock.
Yeah, because the Rock's on steroids.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so I forgot about the Creed movie. I forgot he was the villain in that. So he
Yeah.
had to have gotten big.
dude, you see the have you not seen the?
I haven't seen the movie.
So, dude,
I just know you get big for those.
enormous.
All these guys do.
He's
Oh, you got
So big.
balls, man.
Yeah.
Well, that guy
You
even
got
Bane.
balls. Yeah.
Was he
Brendan.
bigger as Bane? I think he was.
He was way bigger as Bane.
Dude, bigger. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That guy
was
can
a
get
lot
big.
He was a lot more cut
Yeah.
as Tommy.
yeah,
As
yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah.
But as Bane, he was just
Yeah. Dude, he was
a
massive.
shit brick house. Yeah.
The way he would
Brick
walk,
shit house.
holding his bulletproof vest, and just the
Yeah.
mishy, masa, masa. Yeah, that would play, and he just
So
walk
sick.
slow.
Yeah.
Follow him. Yeah. Then show me his body.
Yeah.
It's good, the best,
So
dude.
good.
The best
So
villain.
good.
Yeah. I'm glad he hasn't beaten his wife. I would hate to lose him.
So I think that goes to my point that
Yeah.
he had help.
Yeah.
Jay Majors had some help.
How's it going, D-Lab Wire?
And
So okay, so you're saying that if these allegations are true, that he hit his
That's
wife,
why it happened.
It could be because he was juicing for
roid
Creed
rage.
3. Dude, that's I know that's possible because like I said, I've
We've
had
seen
friends
it
in the
firsthand.
past. I know people that
Firsthand.
they change. They know they change. They'll tell you themselves that
Oh, yeah.
they change.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they get wacky.
So
and they
I
get
thi-
violent.
So yeah, and it changes your brain chemistry.
But dude,
and
what are
shit.
they gonna do then?
So check it out. Here's my theory. I already got it ready.
oh, good, because we just started this conversation. You got a theory. I'm
I
excited.
already got because this is what I wanted them to do from jump.
Okay.
TBRM, what's up? TBRM.
We got a good crew in the chat already.
Yeah,
you
I
guys
know.
jump in on this combo if anything resonates.
So
with you. Go.
TBRM, we're talking Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's on steroids because he just got accused of strangling and beating up his chick.
Harassing, assaulting, yeah.
Assault. Yep. So yeah. I think he took steroids to get big for Creed 3, and
Mistake.
I think that I think he road raged and hit his chick. So if they have to pivot, if Marvel Studios has to be like, oh shoot,
Yeah, where do you go
We
now?
got to be squeaky clean.
We've been setting up this
We've
big
been setting
time
him up.
villain, this multiverse villain.
It's been in front of our faces the whole fucking time, dude.
Okay.
And this would even make you could even do it in a sick way where he defeats Kang or something, and he's
Okay.
like, "Sorry, I run the times, motherfucker."
he does the Ultron thing where he rips himself open and
open,
reveals
yes!
himself. Yeah, but
That's exactly what he does.
Instead, it's
but through a dope monologue too.
Right, yeah.
He's like, "Isn't it funny what we see inside our selves?" yeah.
what doesn't kill you makes you strong. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's the
I
line.
I like mine better.
Right, yeah.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
We
there
go
you
to Dr.
We know
King
we're
Doom.
getting the Fantastic Four.
Exactly.
We know we want to get to Battle World. That's
Yep.
where I want to get to. And Dr. Doom is actually the creator of Battle
Yep.
World in the comics. So they were gonna make it Kang, I think, instead.
They were gonna
gonna
pivot,
change it, yeah.
Go back to the OG,
And
do
we
it
know
right.
that a Doctor Doom film has actually been done. Or there's that a live action Doctor Doom has been filmed. That's confirmed by Howard Stern on his show that they shot that a couple summers ago. At least those parts.
So I don't know about all that.
No,
We've
he
talked
said
about
it.
this. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's Doctor Doom. I'm saying he said that he was filming a Doctor
Yes.
Doom project
Yeah.
2 summers ago.
But the thing with Howard Stern is he'll call things not by their name or anything. He'll like say, "Oh, remember when I shot that show about the doves? Oh, you mean the magic show?"
No.
Like he'll use very weird language
He brought
to get to his
No,
point.
it came back and they asked him about it point blank after the vacation when he was gone. And he said, to my keen-eared listeners, they actually heard us talking to a commercial when we were supposed to be muted. And yes, I did shoot something for Marvel. I even met with Robert Downey Jr. first to get his take on my character and ask advice on how to play it.
Robin Downey Jr.
So that's what he said. He gave the whole story, and it's confirmed that he was at Robert Downey. That Robert did come to his house in the Hamptons, and they did meet. That's all confirmed.
Oh, did he go to his house in the Hamptons?
Yeah. So
fuck these
I'm just
people.
saying, he confirmed it on the show. It's confirmed that they did meet. He said why they met, and then during a commercial when he was supposed to be muted, he said, "I'm going this summer to shoot Doctor Doom." That's what he called the project. We don't know that that's what the movie's called. We don't know if he's just a character or a mention. We don't know. But
he
it is
plays
confirmed.
himself.
It's for MCU. He shot something that has to do with Doctor Doom.
Okay, so because
So he does exist in this Marvel universe.
that's weird because I
in some
know
way.
they wanted what's his name for Doctor Doom, Adam Driver,
Okay.
but I
Ugh.
think it was what are you talking
That's a
about?
terrible idea. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
What? In what universe? He looks like a little
All
mouse.
of them.
I hate him.
He looks
as
like a little mouse.
Yeah, even
He's
as
a hulking beast of a
Jedi,
human.
a dark Jedi, it didn't work. And that you can be skinny for.
Dude,
I
Kylo
didn't
Ren,
like
he
it.
was the shit.
No, man.
That was the best part of the fucking
no,
new trilogy.
He was, dude. I'm not saying that he didn't do a good job. I'm saying any other actor would have been better. He still
And
did
you're
a
saying
great job.
any other actor would have been better.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Steve Buscemi would have been better as Kylo Ren.
Have you seen Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah.
He's the best. No, you know what I mean by that. Somebody that would fit that criteria for a character like that.
Okay.
Anybody could have been that guy and
I
done
don't
a
think
good
so.
job. I just don't
think
like
so.
his face.
I think he killed it. Yeah, you have this
Whatever.
weird thing against him.
No, I do. I think he's
Yeah.
hard to look at and hard to take seriously.
Yeah, I think
and
he's
I
dope.
don't think he can be dark and mysterious. I think he's
Did you-
just more
did you see
awkward
Marriage Story?
and 70s looking and like
Yeah, you have some
he's like
weird,
a man
him
out
in
of
the
time.
70s. Yeah,
no, he
this
looks
weird
like
thing
a,
against him.
he looks like a
Have
man.
you
out
seen
of
Marriage
time.
Story? He has a normal haircut. It's not all long and shit. He's like
Yeah,
normal.
and I'm not just trying to bash on this guy. I'm just
Have
saying.
you seen?
No, I have no idea
Marriage
what those
Story?
words even are. Yeah, I've never heard of a movie called The Marriage Story.
It's not the Marriage Story. It's just Marriage Story.
Okay,
Won
yeah,
Academy
never-
Award.
never
It's a
heard of
fucking
it, yeah.
Brilliant film that you should
Okay,
watch.
and he plays a dark villain that's scary to a group of enhanced individuals. Like that doesn't make
Does he
sense
play
to me.
Kylo Ren?
Or
yeah, he already
Doctor
did.
Doom type role. That's what I'm saying.
Kylo Ren. That's why he turned it down. It's too similar to Kylo
I'm glad he.
Ren.
Oh, thank God he turned it down. Okay, so
No, hold your
Oh,
applause, my
no.
guy.
Come on, man.
He turned it down to become Reed Richards.
No, that's even worse. They can't do that.
That's what I'm
They
saying
can't
to
do
you.
that. No, he doesn't.
Now
make
you'll
sense
take him
any
as
of them.
Doom,
No,
huh?
I wouldn't take him as
Over
either.
Reed Richards?
They're both a
Yes.
mistake, dude. That's
What
so
would you rather
embarrassing.
have him as? Reed Richards or Dr. Doom?
I wouldn't have him.
If you
for
had to
this movie.
choose, just like Marvel Studios wanted him for
It ruins
Doom.
both characters. Okay, I would say Doom because of the mask.
for sure.
As long as
Put a
he's wearing a
mask on him.
mask, I don't have to
Boom,
look at him.
agreed.
But his voice doesn't work, and his build doesn't work. Yeah, it's just weird.
I disagree. You know who I think could be a
It's
cool
funny
Dr.
that
Doom?
you like that idea. I would never expect you to think that was a good idea.
Him as Doom, not as Richards.
Right, as Doom.
Yeah, I think it's a great
Richards
idea.
is so silly. It doesn't get
It
worse
makes
than
zero
that.
sense.
Yeah,
it makes zero sense.
this guy they had play him already was the perfect actor to play Reed Richards from Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, Krasinski.
The greatest.
Yeah,
It
that
made
would've been
sense. As soon as I saw him, it's like I've already seen 4 movies with him in it. He was that role.
Because for
He
years
owned it.
we've been seeing
Gifts and stuff of
yeah,
him. Yeah, he owned it
memes
though.
and shit.
It was brilliant. Yeah,
an incursion
damn.
happens when blah blah blah. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
perfect. No, he was good because you
Oh,
could believe him
that's
as
so
smart and
frustrating,
better.
dude.
So yeah, he's fucking Reed Richards. That's gonna blow. But who I think so if they do Doctor Doom,
Yeah.
and you do a cool Doom,
Okay.
you know who I got a few people in mind. Ready?
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
I will.
Bradley Cooper. I know he played Rocket, but Bradley Cooper. Think of him as from Wedding Crashers, that pricky jerk off.
As
But-
Dr. Doom?
Yeah, but also being super smart.
He's a brilliant actor. I think he could do anything.
He really could.
I'm a
I would
believer.
have said Christian Bale, but he played Gore
Yeah.
to no avail.
We lost him.
Oh, that old rhyme. I would say Christian Bale, but he played Gore to no avail.
Yeah, like one of those
Like
rhyming,
a cipher.
poetry
yeah.
slams.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's what made me think.
I was doing a cipher. You made it weak and said, "Oh, what are you doing? A poetry slam?"
That's what it sounded like, a poetry slam.
Fire, burning, hatred,
Yeah.
earning, money, ugh, love. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
Shoot.
Julia Roberts, Julia Rob
Hurts. Yeah, that's
so good.
That was genius.
21 Jump Street.
man. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Rob.
So yeah, I would love the Doctor Doom pivot. I think that makes sense.
Right? And they could do, dude, you want to do timelines?
Yeah.
Doom.
Cool.
You want to do Battle World? Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, all of it works.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. I just don't want it to be somebody weak. Honestly,
So-
put the mask on. We'll see who you are.
What about this?
Even the guy that played it in like the '90s versions?
I
was
loved
fine.
it. 2000s.
Yeah, he was fine.
Nip Tuck.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
worked.
I thought he worked. He's a great look for
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because he seemed like that kind of guy. Who
absolutely.
would turn on you like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good. That's good casting right
What
there.
about this? And I'm only saying this because he played a role sort of similar, and I wanted to see where it went, and it never went anywhere.
Okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, JGL.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, the little Robin,
Yeah,
as Doom.
as Doom.
He's too little.
Is he too little?
He's too little, like tiny stature.
Can I tell you my dream casting? It would never happen.
Okay.
Tom Cruise.
For Doom? That
1,000,000%.
be it. That should be it. That's it.
Is that perfect?
Oh, he's
I just don't think he would do
he's
it.
so perfect.
Dude,
Why wouldn't he do it?
I don't know. I don't think he would.
He wanted to get involved with the Marvel
Did he?
projects
Did
from
he?
the beginning. Yeah, he wanted to be Iron Man.
I know he was a minute away from
breath
Superior
away
Iron
from
Man,
Iron Man.
in, well, not only originally, but in Multiverse of Madness.
Well, that's cool. So
He was a hair away.
though. Yeah. What if it is Howard Stern?
That's absurdly
You don't like it.
ridiculous.
He could put on a mask because you'd have to.
yeah.
Sorry. Howard would agree with me. He thinks he is a hideous.
knows
looking-
he's a
I think he's
monster.
gotten better looking as he's gotten older. I don't think he's an ugly person at all.
I do.
I don't think he's
never
ugly,
been.
but it's hard to say that he could be Doctor Doom under
Yeah,
there.
nope.
But I really think he would do a good job.
Higher on the air.
I think he
God.
would do a good job. He's got a
No.
great voice now too. The guy
He just has like sort of a
good.
deeper voice. He doesn't have a great voice.
Dude, I
not
think
for
he's
that.
got a great
I think Tom
voice.
Cruise is the way to go.
No,
for
of
that.
course. That's
Yeah.
perfect casting.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, what if the rumors are true and it really is Howard Stern? I'd
That's
be okay with it.
ridiculous.
I'd be okay with it. I'm such a Howard fan. I
Yeah,
think he's
you'd be
so
okay if Howard
good.
Stern was.
No, that's not true. Anything you're about to say, I don't agree. I don't even think he should act. But if he did, and if they did hire him for something, and he is Doom,
I was gonna
I'd
say
be okay with it.
the voice of Howard the Duck. You disagree?
Disagree. He shouldn't do anything else. He's so good at what he does, and he
No
doesn't
matter
know-
what I said, you're gonna disagree.
Yeah, no, I just don't think he should do anything else. He's the master of what he's done. He's mastered every medium. He's the king of all media. No reason to do anything else. Stay home like he likes to and enjoy the rest of his life. I think the radio show, selfishly, I would love for him to never retire.
Yeah.
He's going to eventually, probably within the next couple years, and it'll be the end of an era.
You have
but
so many-
he's earned it.
You're good. You have so many shows for you to watch. You have 1,000 million shows.
Oh, he's earned it, man. The guy is just, I mean, he's responsible for so much
1,000 million.
comedy and so many hours of happiness for so many people.
Jeez, you are a
but-
stan, my dude.
I love him. Yeah, I really do. I think Howard is just the king. But if he was hired as Doom already, and that's already who it is, I would be okay with it. It's not my first choice, obviously. I wouldn't even have thought of him for this.
Yeah.
But he said he did it.
Whoever thought of
So
him
I
for it.
wonder. Yeah. Well, he's been out there vocally saying, "I want to play a villain
I wanna
in
play
a,
Dr.
in a hero."
Doom.
No, he's been saying it for like 15 years. I want to play a villain, and ever since actually Iron Man came out, I want to play a villain in a superhero movie. That is his dream. This guy gets approached with TV shows every day and all kinds of. His agent, he told his agent, just automatically say no to everything unless it's this. And now we have substantiated
Say no
rumors
to
that
everything
this is
unless
what
it's
it is.
Dr. Doom.
Pretty much, unless it's a villain in a superhero film, I don't want to do anything. I'm fine. I don't need to do anything else. That's what he keeps saying.
Yeah.
He said it for years. And so, what if he did it? That'd be really cool, interesting to me.
It'd be fascinating.
It would be. And like I said, he gets to wear a mask, which he would love, because he would hate to see himself on the big screen. I know he wouldn't do it for that reason. But once they said to him, "You can wear a mask," he would probably say, "Okay, I'll do it." He doesn't even take selfies with people,
Oh, he's
not
a
because he
hideous
doesn't want
creature,
to.
yeah.
He hates how he looks.
He's a hideous
well,
man.
He's not hideous. He just hates how he looks. And I think if you could put a mask on him, he would do the role. And I think he did it.
That lengthy fucker, it'd be so weird, dude. It'd be
Lengthy
so
fucker.
weird. Having that stringy fucker. He's a stringy fucker.
It's all CG. and
I could
stuff,
have
but-
him. What? I could have him.
Yeah.
If it came to it in a scrap, I could have him.
Yeah.
What movie?
Oh, the movie you talk about every day.
I do.
Yeah, Closer.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
I like the Doom idea, and if anybody in the chat has anything to say about it, please jump in.
Yeah, I like to do my deal. So,
Yeah,
dude,
I
Tom
think
Cruise
that's
is
actually
Doom.
the way to go. But
Boom.
Tom Cruise, that's the epic hire right
So,
there.
yep, we pivot to Cruise and we do.
And he could hold up
we
a
pivot to Doom
dynasty.
and-
He could
oh,
hold up
fucking A,
the
right?
next 5
Hell yeah.
years of films as the villain.
Easy.
Him up there. Oh, dude, and just like
Think of his voice
stature,
and his cadence. And shit.
as far as Hollywood, right? Where he is,
Oh my God, yeah.
above all the rest, like as this villain
It's
who pits
perfect.
people against each
Yeah.
other, and he could just be that so easily.
And he could do the
And he
I'm your
could kick
best
ass.
friend, and he can kick
we
ass.
know he can swing, man. This guy's great,
And
Yeah,
he's
I love
athletic
him.
as hell.
Yeah,
he does
still,
crazy
yeah.
cool stunts and shit. So, and you know he could be the hey, I'm your friend.
And when
to
they-
the
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking kill you,
exactly. He can
understand me?
do that.
Like when he's in the
so good,
dude. Even Mission Impossible 3 at the beginning, He's in the chair.
Yeah.
And he's like, please, you don't do this, don't do this. Then he's like, freedom. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
pissed.
yeah.
Like, dude, he goes through the gamut of emotions.
He's the king.
He's
yeah.
so good.
No, please, yeah, no, yeah. That's a great scene.
You don't want to do this.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this. Yeah. Oh my
He's-
God. From emotional to begging to I'm gonna fuck you
Regardless of how you think of him in like a personal life,
I don't even
who
go there.
cares?
I don't even
The
go
guy
there.
is a
This Scientology and all that, I don't even go there. He's a beast.
Yep,
And those Mission Impossible movies are so good.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this
all
new
of that
two-parter.
stuff, dude. I love all that
Dude.
stuff he does.
He's
Even
the
this,
best. He's the
yeah, he
man.
did this whole thing where he's flying around in rocket ships, and it's believable at his age. Like he's still, he can, and just again, like I was saying, the way he could step up with other actors. Imagine when they bring back Robert Downey in Battle World for that big moment, and it's him versus him, or they're looking each other down. The guy that almost had his role and him. There's
that'd
just
be
so
cool.
much there, right?
Oh, there's a lot. It's
what
an
a
endless
moment
onion.
that
Yeah,
would be. Yeah.
You could pull back all those. TBRM said Howard's still a thing. No.
Yeah, what?
No.
Yes, he definitely is.
No.
His audience is still the biggest audience in media there is. There is no bigger audience.
Joe Rogan has a bigger audience.
No, there's no way, dude.
Yeah.
And well, Joe Rogan's also on streaming services. Howard is still doing a live show. There's nobody else doing a live show that has that kind of audience. At any given time, he's got
that has that
30
kind of audience,
million people listening to the show at any given time. That's still his statistics. He is not the past. The guy invented satellite radio. It wouldn't have survived if it wasn't for him.
But you said who has a bigger audience? Rogan. Has a
I
bigger
don't think that's true. Rogan is in his audience, in Howard's audience, and he talks about him all the time. Rogan definitely would agree with me.
Okay. It's just a fraction of the time. Joe has built an audience that rivals that of Howard's.
Yeah.
Although, according to Estonia, that number seems to be leveling out, unlike Howard's at a comparable point in his career. Similar to Howard, new 2020 deal, Joe's podcast received a whopping 100 million. Okay,
Yeah, they're
can I get
saying
an
that
answer?
it rivals his. It's not.
That's
not
that's
bigger.
not an answer, though.
It is.
Who has more listeners?
It just says it right there. Yeah, that was the answer. You read it out loud. He has an audience that rivals his, but it's not there yet, and the gap is slowly closing.
Well, no, it was saying like
the gap is closing. That's what they're saying. That his is getting there. You can't beat Howard when it comes to media. He is the biggest audience in the world.
But so they're also going under the assumption that every XM subscriber is listening to his show, which you can't.
Well, no, they have real-time statistics of who listens to his show, and he
Subscribers
is the biggest show on satellite.
In latter 2019 at around 35 million. Yeah,
that's
you can't just
massive.
assume every Sirius XM Pandora listener is also listening to Howard.
What?
That's what's
no.
happening.
They have the statistics. So if this site doesn't have the numbers, someone does.
Well, it's the same number you said, so I don't know.
What?
Anyway.
I never said a number.
You did. You
oh
said
no,
30 million
30 million, but I
yeah.
didn't say 35. Not specifically. Howard the other day, on his show.
Okay.
This is someone. So someone was talking to Howard, and they said, it was Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran was like, yeah, and Howard says, I don't know how you get up in front of these stadiums and play for the 7,000 people. And he goes, well, Howard, I don't know if you realize this, but at any given time, there's about 30 million people listening to you. Did you know that's your statistics? And he goes, I don't look at that stuff. He's like, but I never really thought about it that way. He goes, yeah, so you're actually at any given time playing to hundreds of stadiums at a time. He's like, but he goes, yeah, but you're out there alone. It's just you. And he goes, and you're not up here alone. They had a really good conversation about what it's like from the other point of view. But that was an Ed Sheeran
just playing with his balls.
Oh, dude, Ed Sheeran's a huge fan. Everybody is,
You know
dude.
that-
If you listen to him now,
Howard,
you
you
can't
know
not
that
be.
you're sort of a god and really handsome, right?
Yeah, and well, Howard gives it right back to Sheeran. He thinks he's a genius. Yeah,
Well, Ed Sheeran, is the shit.
he is. The guy's the king.
Dude, he has
what a
some
songwriter.
great songs. Dude, still?
Even songs that he doesn't perform. The other songs that
Still?
are hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wrote
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a great writer.
Mm-hmm.
Still, dude, when my legs work like they used to before.
Yeah,
That's such a fucking good song.
they're all good.
They're all good.
Dude. Why?
Galway Girl. All
That's a
of them
great.
are good.
What's that one? White lips, pale face,
Oh, yeah.
breathing in the snow. 18. Dude, that's like a deep song, and it's such a great
It's so
imagery. You see the
good.
you see the girl and what
He's
she's
a great
going
storyteller.
through.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the whole picture gets painted in that song. Like even just with a few words, he can paint the whole image.
Been this way since 18,
Yeah, so good, man.
maybe. Oh, so good. Yeah, that's a great track.
Sharon's the king.
Sharon is so good.
Yeah.
And what's the one I just told you?
He wrote a bunch of Bieber songs.
They just did a
The Galway Girl. That's a great one. Is that the one?
No. They just did a. I told you they did a line dance to it. It's let me just look it up. Hey producer, look up what song has line dances. Ed Sheeran. Line dance. Give me shivers. Oh yeah.
I don't know that one.
You do, but you do because every one of his songs are the biggest song in the world.
Right. Yeah.
Shiver.
I wouldn't play it. Yeah.
Here, I'll play
It's
it.
gonna
2
get
seconds.
blocked.
Oh, it's some.
Hi. Okay. This is her. Oh, I've heard this songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of fairly new, right? Because I don't know a lot of his newer stuff.
Yeah.
On the radio, at least. Yeah.
Shivers. Yeah, it's
That's
a good
funny.
track.
He has a couple songs with Eminem. He's performed with Eminem a couple times.
Dude, that one song.
I love it. I like that he can switch genres
yeah.
like that and play for anything and anybody.
He's coming home with his neck scratched to catch flack.
He's got the
Sweat
best
packets just like mismatch.
covers too. Oh.
Dude, that's my favorite because Eminem does that weird like cadence when he's rapping for that song.
Yeah, he does that kind of thing a lot. That what he just did.
He's coming home with his neck scratched to catch flack. Dress slacks and
Was there a specific topic for tonight? No, it's Crash Talk, man.
Crash Talk, bitches.
Crash Talk.
We have one.
Yeah, there's one thing no, there's always a couple things we come with that we want to talk about.
We have a couple.
Yeah.
UAPs and whistleblowers.
Yeah, this was something I wanted to bring up because it's happening soon. So, and we've talked about this subject on the show a few times.
And Chase, to answer your question, that whole Jonathan Majors thing was planned, bitches. It was planned. We just look like we're organic, okay?
Yeah.
We
That
talked
is a
for
topic.
3 hours about it.
Yeah. So check it out. The UAP.
UAP?
So lately, we have this new group, the Aero Task Force, the Aerial Anomalies group that they're actually investigating UFOs for the government now. There's been a couple hearings before Congress, and they've been very disappointing. This last one, the guy was like, we don't have any evidence that these are extraterrestrial crafts, and we don't have any evidence that we have, or we don't have any materials that aren't from this world. Now, this is all nonsense. And we know this. It is. It's nonsense.
No, because we know.
We know. But here's the sad part is they know, and
we
they're
know,
not saying it.
and
No.
they don't care.
They actually have that. So here's what's coming up, and this is what I wanted to talk about. So this Aero group has been meeting with whistleblowers regularly. Yeah, you said that last time.
I did.
Yeah, so the Aero program, the guys that represent the Aero program have been meeting with whistleblowers since their inception, right? So for the past several months, people have been coming to them and telling their stories. These are military folks that are retired now. These guys work for big corporations, big aerospace companies, big defense contractors.
Aeroverse companies.
And they're telling their story saying, this is what we did. This is what we were working on. This is where the materials are. This is where the craft is. And they're telling them this hard evidence and where to go get it. Now, this group Aero doesn't have subpoena power. They can't go knock on the door of these bases and say, show us the goods. But they have witness testimony from people that are credible sources that are, former military saying this is where it is. So we know that they know this exists. So for them to blatantly just come out and even bring it up, they shouldn't even have said anything.
Yeah.
If you don't have, if you know it's there, but you don't have it yet, shut up. Yeah. But they're making it seem, they're downplaying it again, and they're making it feel like that these guys aren't competent and they're not going to fix this issue. So this guy, Stephen Greer, he got together, and this guy, Stephen Greer, I've been watching him since I was a kid.
So
he's been on the UFO subject forever.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened was UAPs and everything, Harry Reid put money in, and they leaked the goods, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the rule book still didn't change. Where it's like, oh no, we don't mention this and we keep this and that. So
well, they do allow you to
info came
report
out.
it now. And that's the only thing that's changed. There's two things that happened since the article in 2017 in the New York Times. Two things changed because nothing changed after the Harry Reid investigation.
Yeah.
That's what became public knowledge in 2017. The government still wasn't talking about that program. It was called OSAP. And they were still denying OSAP existed. Yeah, pretty much, because it was disappointing. They got a lot of good data from it, but it was hidden from the public. And in 2017, the New York Times made it public this program existed. And then the guy who was running it resigned because he said he couldn't get more funding and that nobody was taking him seriously. Then we get the Tic Tac videos and all these things out of that release, which now we have the Navy pilots telling their stories and telling. So now people know this stuff exists. There are technologies out there that are far beyond anything that we know about, and our guys are seeing it all over the world. And now the military, two things that changed is the military has a way to report these things. They have a group to report it to, AARO, AARO, and they put in a protection for whistleblowers. These people can now come forward to Congress and tell their stories without any type of repercussions from either the company they work for or the United States military or DOD.
Yeah.
That's the two things that change. But now these guys have gotten all this testimony. They know where the goods are. They can literally send people to go get the goods. The
fucking goods.
There you go. Yeah, I was waiting for it. They know where the goods are, and they're not doing anything about it. And it feels like they might not, and that's scary. So Stephen Greer gathered them up.
By the way, you can go over a few minutes.
Just a few, yeah.
Okay.
So Stephen Greer gathered these guys up and all of these whistleblowers, and he put together this press conference that's on June 10th.
Stephen
and June
Greer,
11th.
where do I know that name? Who is that?
He's been in the UFO world since we were children.
Okay.
He's like the head of the Disclosure Project, which has been around since the 90s. So he's been trying to get this stuff. He's been talking about these things forever. He's known about he advised Bill Clinton. He advised the former head of the CIA. He briefs each president since, I think, George Bush Sr. No, sorry. Since Clinton, he's been briefing every president up to Obama, even Trump might possibly, about the UFO issue. So he briefs presidents. This guy's in there.
So he's not just like a fringe scientist. Or
No. This is the guy. He's their foremost expert on this subject, right? That they go to. That even the CIA goes to. Director of the CIA doesn't know about these projects.
So like, what about like MUFON? Is that like
that's a collective?
To
none
the
of this
government?
is silly.
No, I'm saying to the government. Is that like?
No, they're doing what the government was pretending not to. They were investigating UFO incidents. The government was also doing it. They just weren't public. MUFON is public. They come out and say, this happened. This is the witness that reports. This is the materials found. This is the pictures of the site.
Have they ever worked in tandem with the government?
No. OSAP was that arm.
OSAP.
Yeah. So Stephen Greer got all these whistleblowers together, and I'm going to give you an example of a couple of their stories that they're going to tell. So June 10th and June 11th, they're going to hold a big press conference, and they're going to have these whistleblowers tell some of their stories that they've told to AARO. So AARO, they're basically trying to force AARO's hand. They're going to reveal that AARO knows all of these stories, and they're not doing anything about it. That's the goal of this. And we're going to get to hear some of these witness testimonies. These guys are right now in hiding. They're being protected because what they're going to say publicly, they've never said before.
So what protections are they putting in place for whistleblowers?
Right now, it's
do they stay in a hotel with
nothing,
armed security 24 hours
nothing.
Or what?
No, it's just retaliation. Nothing's written into the law that protects them physically.
They're just saying, we won't put you in jail.
No, not even. Amnesty isn't part of it either, which is why a lot of people doesn't come. I wish. No, that's what we want. So Stephen Greer is advocating for an amnesty clause.
I thought that's what just changed. I thought they just made a rule.
No, what they did is they passed. Yeah, they passed this amendment to protect whistleblowers.
Amnesty.
No, it's just to protect them from retaliation. Meaning they can't get fired because they're all sworn to silence on these projects.
Yeah.
Now they can break that silence clause. They can break their NDAs without being fired, without being arrested, without being
without being because
it's a classified project.
Because there's no way. So if I work at Area 51,
right,
and I'm like,
as a contractor,
we got some crazy shit in here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get fired.
No,
of course I would.
But that's what they're preventing.
But they're like, oh no, you got to keep them there. And then I come out every day. Guess what I worked on today? No,
that's what they should do. They need to. These things cannot be. I'm not saying public. Like if they're working on
a whistleblower has to leave that organization. They have to resign or get fired or whatever.
Well,
from
that's what's
organization,
well
or
now
else that
they
wouldn't
don't
make
have
sense.
to. They're getting protected from that
Then-
because
and you
if
can't be
they
a
came forward,
whistleblower
they'd
and be like,
fired.
dude, I'm spilling all the beans on this place, but they also pay my bills. So
Dude,
God
it's not
bless 'em.
spilling the beans. These are illegal projects. That's what a whistleblower is. They're blowing the whistle on something illegal.
That's spilling the beans.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
So by coming forward and saying we're illegally siphoning money from the DoD
Yeah.
to work on materials that has no oversight from Congress,
And they're not going to fire that guy now?
no, now they can't fire him
That's
for that.
crazy.
Yeah, that's what this protection is.
That's stupid.
What? Why? That's why people aren't coming forward. Is
Why
because
would
they have no protections.
Why
This
would-
is the only protection they have right now. Is that they won't be and they won't if they break their classified. So if these were classified projects,
you have-
they won't get imprisoned
So
for
you-
breaking that classification and
That
talking.
that makes sense to me. But
Yeah.
they should be fired immediately.
Why
if
would
not
they
resign.
be fired? I don't understand.
They're spilling the beans on stuff that's either
no,
illegal
yeah, but
or
it's an illegal
improper,
project, so the
and they're gonna
company shouldn't be
continue to
doing
work
it.
for it?
Yeah, in fact, the people above them that didn't come forward should be fired, and they should take over. They shouldn't have to be fired.
That's crazy.
What? Why? This is the opposite of why
Just
they put
because
the
you
protections
whistleblow
in.
doesn't mean you
What?
deserve to run a company
Why do
now.
you? No, not run it. Run. Okay, then do whatever you were doing before without these people that are doing
Why-
illegal things.
So if you're a
in
whistleblower,
charge. Yeah.
why are you coming forward?
Because the projects are
It's a
hiding
moral
technology.
thing. It's a moral thing?
Right. They're hiding
So
technology.
you're going to
and
continue to
stealing
work for the
money.
company that you think is anti-moral?
Yes, because once they whistleblow, the people that were doing it wrong are going to be arrested and put in prison. That's the goal of these hearings, is to put these people away. They're illegally running these programs with no oversight.
So then why?
That's the goal here. That's why they're doing
Why
this.
continue to work at the place
Because
that did all the
the-
bad stuff?
Because someone still has to work on this technology. This stuff still has to move forward. We still need people
No,
to do
then
it.
you get a different company who's not siphoning
Dude, there's like
money.
3. That's the problem. There's only like 3
So
of
you
these
get
companies.
The second one.
All the biggest DoD contractors are all guilty of this. And then
Do you
these
not
big,
see why it's crazy for that person to stay working there?
No, it's only crazy to stay working there if nothing happens because of it. If they come forward and these people in charge are now held accountable for what they've been doing, this guy should be able to keep working there, and they should be doing things the right way with government oversight. That's the point of them coming forward. That's why no one comes forward now.
This
Is
seems-
because
this
there's
seems
no
like a
way to
very
protect
specific
them. Why
whistleblower
would you lose your
situation
job,
you're
your
talking about.
career that feeds your family to talk about this stuff if nothing's protecting you? That's the only protection in place. Whether you agree
That's
with it or
the
not,
thing. It's
you
a,
don't
it's
agree
a
with
moral,
it, it's fine.
It's a moral thing.
Right, but
You're
not
like,
just,
I can't
but
continue
they
to
can't.
morally
They
do
can't
this
come forward without
'cause
protection.
That's the point.
They're
is
going to lose their
I'm
jobs.
scared. Fuck it.
Or
It pays
go to
my bills.
jail.
I don't care if they're siphoning goddamn money. It pays
So,
my bills.
all right, so
It's
we get your
whistleblowing
stance
is
on
a
this.
moral thing.
We get your
coming
stance on this.
forward.
Let me continue then to the next point. So the amnesty thing that they want to do is for the people running these programs that are illegally running these programs. They want to grant these people amnesty. Stephen Greer is advocating that we give them amnesty if they come forward. This way, the guy that you're talking about, 10 levels down, comes forward. Okay, whatever. So he can go find a new job, sure.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have to. All he did was tell the government the right thing that was going
but,
on.
But he
shouldn't
morally
have to
objected
find a
to it.
job.
That's why he whistleblew.
No, yeah, because they're doing illegal projects.
Yes.
Why should he have to find a new job if he's just picking out the 3
he
people that are
morally
running the project
objects
and
to
getting
it.
them out of there?
Because he morally objects
Right,
to what
and
they're
now
doing.
those people are gone. He still works there. Why does he have to leave? He shouldn't have to lose his job
if that
for that.
scenario happened,
Yeah.
I mean, then cool. But what are the odds of that?
Well, that's that's why they put the protection. It was to you're arguing exactly why they did this. This is why they did it. Is because if you come forward now, you're going to lose your job. If you
Yeah.
come forward with the protections, you can't be fired for this.
Well,
unless you did something
I
else.
guess I feel like whistleblowers. It's like you see this happening, you're like, I can't have this. I can't be a part of this.
Right,
So
but they
on
can't
your way
do it
out,
if they lose their jobs.
So
then
on
they
your
can't
way out,
pay for their
you're
families.
like on your way out.
But they're
you
not
say,
on their
by
way
the
out.
way,
This
government.
is their career.
Here's what's what.
No, dude. Okay, if you're a guy that's been working on a UFO for 15 years,
Yeah.
there's nowhere else to go. There's no other job for you. This is your specialty. You don't want to stop working on this project, but it's being ran illegally.
Then I don't
Now
whistleblow.
you have a exactly. Now you're protected though. You can continue to do your job, and the people who were doing the wrong
Dude,
things
how's-
above you
how's that-
get fired.
How are you gonna look
And arrested.
How are you gonna look in the EDR?
Everyone's gonna applaud you because everyone else,
No.
all the people above
They're like,
you
what,
are
you
the
trying
ones
to get us all
fired.
fired? You fucking idiot, dude. I got a family to feed. It's
If
like,
somebody
no, I
thinks
know, I'm
that,
just trying-
then they're
I'm just
part of
trying
the
to have them
problem.
do it legally.
Yeah,
And
you're
they're like, oh yeah,
You're arguing for the dark deep USAP people that are doing everything wrong.
No, I'm arguing for the side of humans and how they act.
Dude, but that's not the point of the protection. I guess I know how you feel about it, but that's not the point of it. The point of it is to protect people so they don't lose their jobs.
Even a rumor, when it's not government stuff, you go to the EDR and everybody gives you a sneer and a look like,
sure,
they went to
not what
HR.
matters here.
They went to HR about Jeremy, even though
but this
Jeremy was
isn't
filling up
working
girls.
This isn't
he
working
went to
at a
HR
Best
about him.
Buy,
Oh,
man.
he's a prick.
No, this is something else. This is technology that the world scientific community needs to know about.
Yeah.
And they don't want to stop doing what they do.
People are people, though.
They need to whistleblow to get the oversight. That's the whole point of this. Is let's get the government in control of these government-funded programs. Right now, they're not. There is only a small group of people that are in charge of these programs running them illegally. And that's what the whistleblowers are telling Arrow, that they're running drugs, weapons to fund these things. They're siphoning money from real projects
the
to run
CIA
these
in the
things.
80s.
No, CIA has a hand in it, but the CIA director doesn't. There's only specific people that have any idea that this is even going on. They have their own military. They have their own funding apparatus. They have everything. They can operate as their own government outside of any elections, outside of any oversight from Congress. They're not held accountable legally to anybody. That's what we're getting rid of. In order to give these people an incentive to come forward, they're saying you can keep your job. They're not allowed to fire you for coming forward about an illegal program.
Yeah.
Also, they want to give the people at the top
implications.
Amnesty. Of course, it's not an easy thing to do, but they're trying to make it easier. They can't say also everyone you work with has to be nice, but they're giving them something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're giving them something.
But you understand what I was saying at least.
But
okay, I wasn't
of
sure
course, but not if they chop the head off the snake. If they come forward, the people running these programs need to go to jail.
But that's the
point of it.
2 more heads just popped out.
Right, and they need to cut those off too. So there's one guy. He was in a Marine platoon. He actually was dropped on the ground in Indonesia after a flood, after a huge tsunami hit. Right.
Why was he dropped?
For aid of some kind.
Okay.
It's a classified
project.
project.
Pararescue or something.
It was a classified project, but either way, he was on the ground in Indonesia with a bunch of other guys. He's a Marine. When he landed, they were making their way through the forest when they came across an actual man-made UAP. These are called alien reproduction vehicles, right? This is going to be a huge topic of discussion during these hearings and during this press conference. So alien reproduction ARVs. Vehicles. Yeah.
Is that what they call their penises?
Yeah, right. Maybe. I don't get it.
Maybe that's what aliens call their penises.
I don't get the joke, but
alien reproduction vehicle?
Yeah. How is that kind of like
reproduction?
A penis? Oh, like reproducing. Okay.
Got it.
Whatever. So what they're gonna do. So when they came across these guys in the jungle, they came across an actual man-made UFO where they were unloading bricks of cocaine, heroin, and guns. They were sworn to silence.
Who was doing this?
The good guess, right? But the CIA got involved and had them all signed on disclosures. They were sworn to secrecy. They said this is part of the government. You can't talk about this.
So the Marine who was
dropped on the ground in Indonesia came across a UAV or UAP. Sorry,
but it was not a UAP. It was.
They're still considered. It's not unidentified, right? Yeah, it was a flying saucer, straight up.
It was an alien reproduction vehicle,
which was a flying saucer. It was the shape. It was just like what the guy at Area 51 worked on. It was an actual flying saucer. They came across a flying saucer on the ground. With human beings, like regular guys.
So where's the drugs, the guns?
They were selling them. That's how they fund some of their projects.
Who though?
Exactly. Who? That's what the whole point of the hearings. Who's in charge of these things? How are they funding it? But they have enough influence in certain places to silence people.
But what did the Marines say? They were guys in American fatigues?
Yeah. It was military.
Okay.
And they said
it wasn't
they were sworn to silence.
It wasn't locals or anything.
No. That's what I'm saying. It was Americans. Yeah, American military.
And you said the CIA was involved.
They are the ones who swore them to silence. So this is one story that's going to come out in this press conference. There's also a guy who was the CEO of a major energy company, technology company.
D-Live said, "I want to see it."
Hell yeah!
You want to see the alien reproduction?
No, he wants to see the hearings. So there was also this guy who was the CEO.
I make jokes. This comedy podcast.
Sometimes I don't know if it's a joke.
I make jokes.
I don't know. So this guy was in charge of a major tech company, and he said that they have free energy tech. that the patents for it were stolen and that they've had it in-house and that they played with it and they were told they're not allowed to ever release it or use it. But they're the ones who work on it and kind of further the technology.
Okay.
And that's been housed somewhere for like 40 years within a major corporation. He's going to be speaking at this as well. And we know free energy tech's been around for a very long time. We did a whole episode about a few guys that were killed for inventing free energy tech.
Yep.
So we're going to get some good stuff. We're going to learn about new propulsion systems that we've had for 50 years, new energy technology we've had for 50 years. We're going to learn about how the military is involved in some of these projects, who actually knows about them, who doesn't. So this is going to be a really fun conference, and I invite everybody that's listening to check it out. June 10th and 11th, Stephen Greer, the
Your
Disclosure
birthday.
Project. Yeah, that's why I was excited.
And that's why you remember the date.
Oh,
probably.
100%.
Yeah.
I was like, on my birthday, the
So,
world could change.
That episode was people killed for their knowledge, right?
Yeah.
That's TPTNS episode 21, guys. Go
Yeah,
check it out.
that's a great one. We get into depth on a few of these cases where these guys invented technology and then they were later killed for it.
I did the octopus.
Yeah.
Dude, that is the craziest story about the...
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's
But yeah, dude, so
crazy.
we're going to see some good, check out these whistleblowers. Here's my thing is, after they do this, after we hear from all these guys, what's really going to come of it?
Chase said, seems like every... Yes. Yes, what's going to come of it, indeed.
Yeah.
It seems like every person... What's it?
That invention that it has free energy
that
tech
created
ends
free
up
energy.
disappearing.
Yeah,
It's true. They're
right.
all gone.
And D-Live
The
said...
patents are all gone. They've done studies on this stuff where the DoD pulls patents from the Energy Department, from the Department of Energy, hundreds of patents. They're working on stuff with the DoD that isn't public, and they've been doing it for 50 years. What is this technology, and what are they using it for? We know the planes still use the same shit, the still propulsion system, so they're not using it for the stuff we see.
Yeah.
They're using it for something, and it's all shuttered and hidden. And D-Live says, yeah, it's all a show, or it's all show. We'll see.
Conspiracies abound.
Yeah, all over the place.
What are they using it for?
Well, we
Not
know.
planes.
Running drugs, apparently.
Running drugs?
Funding their perpetual nonsense.
Funding their perpetual...
For 70 years. For 70 years.
For 100 years!
Yeah, there you go.
We fought the machine!
Yeah. Yeah, that's the worst. Oh, what a bad speech.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
For 100 years.
But yeah, I'd love to know, what do you think? Do you think that after these hearings and after this press conference, is the world going to change? Are we going to jump ahead 100 years in technology after these guys come forward and the public demands that Arrow does something about it? What do you think? Do you think last time this was going to happen, 9/11 happened, and that was the end of it? We haven't heard anything since then.
So
this is the closest we've gotten to disclosure since 9/11.
We're going to have a 9/12.
That's what
My
people think.
birthday.
Dude, that's an actual Project Bluebeam is exactly in place for this reason.
PBJ.
If ever there was going to be a disclosure event that they couldn't stop, they were going to stage a UFO attack and just flip everybody's attention. They have the tech. If they wanted to, they have their own military arm.
All right, guys, they're getting close.
Yeah.
Last time we did 9/11.
Yeah. Yeah, 9/11 was a little strange. I didn't really get why we had to drop the third building. What do we do that one for? Because there was no plane there at all. That was a little bit of a silly...
That's where my taxes were, and I couldn't have those.
Oh, you hate taxes.
I hate them. You know I hate them.
Okay, so they're going to do a big press conference. Nobody believes UFO people anyway. They're all stupid. They're all morons.
On the fringes.
So what do we do? How do we make them look even sillier? Attack them with an alien ship, huh?
Yeah, so you know what we do?
Yeah.
You know what we do?
Tell me.
Is we take a fucking projected being.
Yeah.
And we throw them in the fucking sky.
Yeah, that I don't get that. How's that help?
Check it out.
Okay.
I'm done. And we
Bob, keep running drugs with the UFOs.
Yeah.
Don't get. We'll do this. You do that. That's what we need. Run the cocaine.
Yeah, and then it'll have 8 legs and 16 arms.
Okay.
And 50
okay.
eyes.
And then we'll have to fight it, or what are we doing with it?
Yeah, or something.
Okay. Well,
I just thought of that.
I could tell the Marines, get ready for the octopus guy. I don't know how they'll take it though. We haven't trained for that one.
And let's not settle on the name Octopus Guy. I want a spitball.
keep selling the drugs. No, nothing changes with the drug. The drug's gonna keep
drugs
going.
are a
We're still doing.
continuous thing.
We're doing the weapons. Yep, the M16, all the goods. You do.
The AK-47s go in that saucer, not that.
And don't
saucer.
crash again. Every time you crash, we have to put alien bodies and stuff and make it look real. And it's just
It's
a mess.
annoying. And every time you crash, we are the ones who have to talk.
Yeah.
Just like this episode of Crash Time.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We love you so much. We appreciate you.
We do.
As always, you guys are the best. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit notification bell. And make sure you join that Patreon.
All right, you guys. You heard them. Click it.
That's what I said.
Like it. Thank you for joining us today. Watch those press conferences. Demand disclosure. Demand free energy tech. It already exists.
Text your
or make it
senator at
yourself. Just make the
704
stuff. We need you.
692
If you can do it, we need you. Make it.
We want you.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. To do the right thing.
Yeah, ready? No, we got to do it real. We got to do this. All right, guys. So I'm going to whistle blow tomorrow. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them. Goodbye.
You don't have a family. Yeah, there you go. It's always that.
It's always that.
And then there's like the feedback in the middle of the screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell them.
Those are the rules. Sorry, guys. If I'm not here, it's because I'm already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool
That
beans.
means you too, Sid. That means you too.
Yeah.
Anyone
Anybody
can
could die. That means you too, Sid.
So watch out for fake
6
alien
movies
attacks. We can
Watch
get
out-
through this together as a team.
Watch out for giant octopus people.
Yeah,
in the
please, none of
sky.
that. We can't defend
It's
against
fake,
that.
guys. It's not real. It's a projection.
Watch for all the signs.
Yep. Watch for the signs. All right, guys. We love you. Laters.